Hi everyone, Mitch from PickDogs.com. It is Aloha Friday, October 11th, 2019, here with your free picks. Of course, we got tons of action. Of course, at PickDogs.com, we have it all covered. We have free picks on every game, every day. Best writers on the planet. These are the guys that did it from the very start that everybody else is trying to copy. So be sure to check it all out every day over at pickdogs.com. Of course, on this show, we do free picks. It's free-for-all style. We also do on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we do football preview shows. On Wednesday, we did college football. On Thursday, we did NFL. And today, it's free-for-all football, meaning just like the format of this show. Of course, Steve Monahan joins me for that show. It's nice to have, Steve is a fresh face out there, those of you that don't know him. He's an old friend of mine, and he knows a lot about football. And the thing is that we don't always agree on things, which makes it even better. It's kind of like you get a couple different opinions. But, we'll have tons of picks today. And, of course, like I said, we'll have the show as well. Those of you who haven't done so already, if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's awesome stuff. A lot of people, they know me from other sites and other places, but I kind of just went away and I wasn't allowed to announce I'm going here. It's like, so people are still looking for me. So that's why those thumbs ups, those shares, the likes, the subscribes, all that stuff. Joining our Facebook group, all those things, they go a long way to helping us. And, we don't have our premium area open yet. It should be open. I thought it was going to be ready in a couple of days. I thought it was going to be ready last week, I'll be honest with you. But it's not. But, we have tons of free picks, and we do it all on this show. There's nothing really that's off limits on the show. Of course, I'm wearing the Aloha shirt because it is Aloha Friday. That's what we decided we would do. It's a Hawaii thing. I live in Hawaii. It's a Hawaii thing, but certainly it is a universal thing. It's Aloha Friday. You got to share the aloha. Aloha is one of those words that has a lot of different meanings. But one of those, hello, love, all those different things. So be sure to subscribe to our channel, share the aloha. Of course, we got Major League Baseball, the NLDS, no rest for the wicked, right? Just right back into it. And of course, all of our free picks are out there on the website. I know a lot of people are joining us on the website and checking it out. And so far, a lot of great comments. It's a work in progress. It's been open a week, and we're going to have mistakes up there. We're going to have errors, and we're going to have things that don't work correctly. And we count on you guys to let us know that, because we're limited in the number of people that we have, so we can't really be everywhere. But good morning to everyone that's joining us. Be sure to hit the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's free for all style. Good morning. Good morning to everybody joining us. Aloha. Good morning. Nothing I can do about it. Got it. We're live at 11 a.m. Eastern time every day, so there's your notification, right? I mean, I don't know what more I can do. I know, if I could control YouTube, believe me, I'd put all my videos right across the top. But they don't give me that option. They don't let me I don't send out the notifications. They do it. And so I do the best I can, and I'm here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, so you guys know where to find me. And like I said, if you hit the like button, you share, you do all those different things, retweet, all those different things out there, people are going to find us. See, some people get it, some people don't. That's just the way that it's the way that it works sometimes. But we're about 5 minutes in. We normally give people a couple minutes to join us. Let's get rolling with the picks here. Colorado State, New Mexico. Gotta like the over in this one, right? This is what Friday night games, how they started. There used to be one Friday night game, one Thursday night game, and now then they expanded it. Now it's kind of like they've reeled it back a little bit. But we'll see what happens when baseball ends and see exactly what direction they're going. I think we could probably look ahead at the schedule, but I definitely like the over in this one. I'm going to take a look at the schedule. Now I'm all interested to see how they're going to do it going forward, because there's those times where we kind of have football every day of the week. So next week, 2 Thursday games and then 4 Friday games. And we have a Big Ten game, Ohio State Northwestern's on Friday. Syracuse back to weekday football. We had a good time with them last night. They padded the bankroll. Then the following week must be the World Series, as we have 1 Thursday game and 1 Friday game. And then the following week, we have 2 Thursday games and 1 Friday game. So they've really cut down on these weekday games. Maybe the ratings are bad. Who knows? And then the following week must be the where they just have football every night of the week for 2 weeks, because we got Tuesday MAC action, Wednesday MAC action, Thursday games, Friday games, and then, but now we're all the way into November, so that's the final month of the season. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. These Friday night games kind of started with these Mountain West games like this, and they were always used to go over. I think this is one of those games too. I think this one goes over. So we'll take the over in the CSU New Mexico game. Those of you just joining us for the first time, if you could subscribe to our channel, hit the thumbs up, greatly appreciated. If you're watching us on a mobile device and you don't know how to hit the thumbs up, you just shrink the comments, and then you can put them back up. Colorado, Oregon, over under 60. This is going to be this one is a little tougher, as generally you look at Oregon and you think points, right? I mean, that's just the way that it's always been. It's kind of that Chip Kelly stigma remaining there. Good morning to everyone that's joining us on in our Facebook group. I can't see your comments there, so if you could join us on YouTube if you have questions, or on our Facebook page. But Colorado, Oregon, over under 60. Let's just take a quick look at this, because generally, like I said, that Chip Kelly stigma is still sitting there at Oregon, even though he's long gone. But Herbert, the Heisman candidate, of course, hasn't really put up the big numbers. And Oregon, they don't get on TV. These Pac-12 teams, they don't get into these spots that often. Like, they're normally like the late night game on Saturday, and everyone's kind of, even me, I'm kind of wiped out from watching so much football all day that by the time they get to those games, I have the game on, but it's like in the upper right-hand corner or something. But I'm still watching, but it's not like I'm fully undivided attention. The last time these two teams played was 2016, so most of the players that will be on the field tonight did not play in that game. There was 79 points scored in that one, and Colorado was 14-point dogs, went into Oregon and beat the Ducks outright. So we do have a revenge factor going in this game. Oregon's offense, 17 points, 21 points against Stanford, 35 points against Montana, 77 against Nevada, but 21 against Auburn. So they've only scored more than 21 points twice this season, and that was against Montana and Nevada. When you look at Colorado, they allowed 55 at home against Arizona as 2.5-point favorites last week. But, before that, they allowed 31, 30 to Air Force, 31 to Nebraska in a win. And of course, we had them in that game, and 31 to a lowly Colorado State team. I think this is a lot of points. I think it's a lot. I gotta go with God, it's hard. I moved my penny, so I don't even have him here. I don't even know where to go. Oh, here we go. Here he is. We're going to go to the penny for this one, because I just can't make up my mind. It's too hard. Not a game I'm betting, obviously. The penny says under in Colorado, Oregon. course, if you're just joining us for the first time or finding us, be sure to check out pickdogs.com. We got free picks on every game, every day. We got our YouTube channel as well, locked and loaded, tons of videos. All these games that you guys are asking me questions on, I've done a video on these already, and they're on our YouTube channel. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. And be sure to like our videos. I've gone back and forth on this game too. The line keeps moving in the direction of Miami, but I like Virginia in this game. I just think that they're the better team. I'm from Miami. I'm a diehard Canes fan. I'll be rooting for the Canes in this one. Of course, only 36% of the public is on the Canes, and the line has moved a point with Miami now laying 2.5 in this game. Of course, Virginia 4-1, Miami 2-3. But really, every single game that Miami has played in this season, the ones that all 3 losses that they have were all nail biters. Every single game was a nail biter. They had the nail biter, the opener against Florida. They had the nail biter against North Carolina, where they lost in the last second, and then they lost in the last second last week to Virginia Tech as well. After they had turned the ball over like no one's business, and then they came all the way back in the second half. We bet the second half in that one too. So maybe we'll come live at halftime of this game too, if you guys want. This one or the Colorado game. Maybe it'll be this one because it'll be earlier for you guys. For me, it doesn't matter. The Colorado game starts at 10 o'clock on the East Coast, but it starts at 4 o'clock here. But I'll probably do halftime of this game tonight. Yeah, we only go over the games that are today. So something like this, that would be tomorrow's show, or our 4 o'clock show where it's football free-for-all. So today we're on at 4 o'clock. We did college football on Wednesday. We did NFL football on Thursday, and today we're going to do football free-for-all. It's a new format. This is all new, Pick Dog. So we're trying all different things. So we tried breaking the college football schedule into 2 days and then doing an NFL show as well. I don't know. To me, it was just too much. And then what we did, I did that for a while, and then we tried doing all the college football in one show, all the NFL in one show. Tried doing that, and the college football show was like 2 hours. So what we did is we did college football, mostly the big games. We kept it around an hour. We did an NFL show that was about an hour, and today we're going to do football free for all, where it's going to be where most of the picks are going to be, where all the picks are going to come from you guys. And it's not just picks; it could be opinions about stuff as well. So, okay. We got this one. Oregon over Colorado. I don't know what that means. Is that your pick? Or is that you're asking me? I'm not sure. I don't know. What does that mean? This is not the correct format. St. Louis. I like the Cardinals. I did a video on this one as well. It's on the website at pickdogs.com. Be sure to check out pickdogs.com. All those visits helps us a ton, and it all helps us a lot. So check it out. Tell your friends. Share the articles. Tweet them. Do all that stuff. It helps us a ton. Brand new startup. I'm gonna beg. if I have to, I don't care. But I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one. I think they're just a better team. All the money for the series is coming on the Nationals, which I rarely bet series, but I'm considering betting this one. We're getting plus money on the Cardinals for this series. I think it's a gift. I think the Cardinals have a good chance to win the World Series. A few years ago, we were in this similar situation, and it was actually the San Francisco Giants against the St. Louis Cardinals in the playoffs, and the Giants going into a game like this were like plus 600 to win the World Series with 4 teams left, and of course they won the World Series. After they won Game 1, the odds dropped considerably, and that was the last time I bet a series. But I'm going to bet this series. I'm going to take St. Louis. I'm going to take them in this game too. I don't think they sweep them. This game is tomorrow, so you're going to have to join us either for our football show or for tomorrow. Oh, the excitement in Mitch's voice theory. Nice. I pounded that second half. I told you guys, well, I told you so. It's like, I hate when people say that to me, so I won't say it to you. But our picks at halftime were the Patriots -7, -7.5, and then we also went the extended to -13.5 as well for the big payout, and we hit all of those. This is not the formula question. I have no idea what that means. Team A versus Team B with the point spread. Yep, the 11 a.m. show is just today's games, and the other show, the 4 p.m. is going to be football free for all today. Of course, we have free picks on all the games at pickdogs.com. So we got a few more games today. I just didn't understand that last question. If you want to rephrase it like Team A versus Team B with a point spread, gladly we'll go over it. We also have, the NBA preseason going on. There's tons of games tonight in NBA preseason. We have NHL going on, and we have it all covered at pickdogs.com. Yep. 4 o'clock Eastern time on our YouTube channel. So the one game we didn't go over was Oregon and Colorado. And in this one, it's Colorado plus it's Colorado plus 21. I like Oregon in this game minus the 21. They have the big revenge factor, from the game 2 years ago. It's the last time these two played. It was at Oregon, and Colorado beat them. They were a huge underdog. But Oregon has struggled against better defenses, and the map is kind of out there. So this is the game we're talking about. But this is a tough one. It's like I've gone back and forth on this one, but I'm going to lay the 21 with Oregon. The thing is, I think it does go under. I think it does. I think Montez just makes a lot of mistakes. I don't trust him. He can make the throws, he can make the plays. Colorado always has good athletes, but this guy makes way too many mistakes for me. Colorado 3-2, probably a bowl team this season once again. But I'm going to take Oregon minus 21. Don't love it. I like New Mexico in this one. I think they can just put up too many points. They can score a ton. Colorado State's so inconsistent. But the thing about Colorado State that happens almost every year is they look terrible in their first few games. And then they get to about this point in the season and they turn it around. So we're going to have to watch out for that one. I won't be playing that one big, that's for sure. Miami, Virginia over 42.5. This is the long version of it. I wonder if there's a way we could highlight that. The question, the actual question is this part here. This is where the question is. But anyways, I appreciate the comment of not making anything about the comment. I'm just saying that it's easier for everybody if you just put Team A versus Team B with the point spread, and if you want to say thanks or whatever, you could do that in a different post. But I like the over in this one. Miami has so many good athletes. So does Virginia. And 42.5 is just a really, really low number for teams that can light up the scoreboard like this. I know that Miami this has not been a good Miami team. And when we look at their losses, this is what I say. When we look at their losses, every one of those games they had the lead. Or were tied late in the game. Every single one of them. The Virginia Tech game, they were down 28-0. They came all the way back and made it 35-35. They missed the extra point, or else it would have been 36-35. They would have had the lead. Against North Carolina, they lost 28-25 in the last second field goal on the road. And then that Florida game, they led all the way and gave up a late touchdown. They gave up a long touchdown pass, 24-20 against the Gators, who in hindsight are undefeated and are playing LSU this weekend in one of the games of the year. So, I mean, if you're going to have 3 losses like that, at least they were in the game. I think Virginia looked really promising, stomping. They beat FSU by a touchdown. They beat Old Dominion in, William and Mary. Pittsburgh, they dominated in a game that, they were laying only 2.5 points. We loved them that day. But last week against Notre Dame, they fell flat on their face. I mean, they looked terrible. The Miami defense didn't give up 42 points. I guess you didn't watch the game. You're just looking at the score. The Miami defense did not give up 42 points last week. They did not. I think you should go back and look at and watch the game again, because that's not what happened in that game. I mean, you might say that they did, but it was like, how many turnovers did they have in the first half? A shit ton. 5 turnovers in the first half. I think your assessment is absolutely wrong. Hooker threw for 184 yards against Miami, and Virginia Tech rushed for about 130. They had about less than 350 total yards. I don't even understand the comment. You need to go back and watch the game, because if you look at the Virginia Tech stats next to the Miami stats in that game, okay, Hooker threw for 184 yards, the Virginia Tech quarterback, and 3 touchdowns. N'Kosi Perry, the Miami quarterback, threw for 422 and 4. You look at the rushing, DJ Dallas had 66, Harris 19. Notre Dame is one of the top defenses in college football. Tell that to Clemson. Who routed them last year. I don't think you watched the game. See, this is like, I don't know Michael McGuire. I don't know this guy for sure, and I don't know him from our Facebook group. But here's a guy that doesn't watch the games. Because you look at the Virginia Tech, right? Their top receiver last week, Mitchell, had 75 yards. Keene had 73 yards and 3 touchdowns. And you look at Miami's receiving, Brevin Jordan, 136 yards. Jeff Thomas, 124 yards. Wiggins, 64 yards. Pope, 45 yards. Osborne, 44 yards. It was like they had no interceptions. The turnover chain never came out last week. Virginia Tech had 5. Miami had 5 turnovers. All their drives were like 10 yards. The defense gave up 42 points. Yeah. Put the ball in the 10-yard line against any defense in the country and see how many points they give up. Do it 5 times and see how many points they score. It just doesn't even make any sense. I like spirited debate, man. Let's bring this into the Facebook group and show it, because I don't see it. And believe me, I'm about as good as it comes. When it comes to this stuff. I mean, Virginia Tech had 184 passing yards. Miami had 489. Miami time of possessions, 31. Virginia Tech, 28. I don't understand what you're saying. Virginia Tech had 337 total yards in that game. Miami had 563. I came on at halftime of that show, and I said, let's lay it all. Let's bet it all in the second half. That's not the question here. You said that Miami's defense gave up 42 points last week. They gave up 337 total yards. 5 turnovers. It's like, we went on at halftime of that show. I went on at halftime of that show, and I said, and you could ask anybody in our group, anybody that's a regular on the videos, and I said, bet it all on the second half of Miami. Matter of fact, we laid the extended line on that thing and got like 3-1 on our money, because we saw the way that the first half went. It couldn't have gone any worse. Anyways, let's keep going. I think we spent enough time on this. St. Louis, Washington, over under 7.5. I like the over. I think both these teams, 1 day rest, and now they're back at it again in a new series. You know, the Nationals go with Anibal Sanchez. They got nothing left, right? They got nothing left in the tank here. And the Cardinals, you know, with Michaelos, he's hit or miss, right? We've seen him for years. He's hit or miss, and I think he's just slightly better. But I think we're going to see runs in this game, for sure. I mean, this is kind of like, these are the pitchers we have left, and if this game does go into the bullpen, it's going to be even worse, you know, because it's going to be even higher scoring. So I like over 7.5 in the over 7.5 in the Cards-Washington game. I don't understand the Virginia over 20. Yeah, I said over for the game. I think both teams are going to score points, but to say that Miami defense gave up 42 points last week is just ridiculous to even say that. Virginia Tech had 17 first downs. Miami had 27. I mean, the offensive stats are so one-sided. The stats are so one-sided in that game. Take out the 5 turnovers, and it's 56-3. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. The only drive where Virginia Tech really scored was the last touchdown. The last drive was the only drive they really had the entire game, and it was a few big plays. Really one. But I mean, they were inside the Miami 20 the entire first half. 337 total yards. I don't get it. I bet it there. I got it at plus 170. I don't know. I think Virginia wins the game. I just think they're the better team than Miami. But I just think oh yeah, I think it's an over. I think they definitely score 20 plus. But I don't think Notre Dame's defense is one of the top 10 in the country. I mean, we're going to see them get lit up like a Christmas tree on Saturday night, right? I mean, I like USC money line in that game. They're going to get lit. Anyways, spirited discussion. I love it. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and come back at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And, of course, every day at 11 a.m. I even like Michael McGuire, you know. I like it. I like this stuff. It's certainly nothing personal, and he's more than welcome. Come back, and you know, we'll talk whatever. We're college basketball, but, you know, all every day, 365 days a year. Doesn't matter. Thanksgiving, Christmas, we just keep showing up, right? New Year's Day, we don't care. Oh no, we're all good, man. It's Aloha Friday. It's Aloha Friday. Anyways. Be sure to come back at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Be sure to check out pickdogs.com and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button. A lot of people every day come on this show, and you guys see it where they say, "Oh, I'm so glad I found you." And just like all of you, a lot of you guys, not everybody, but a lot of you guys, you know me from other sites, and you don't know me from here. So I'm glad people are starting to find me here because this is my home, pickdogs.com. We took the over in the Colorado State-New Mexico game. The penny took the under in the Colorado-Oregon game. I like the Cardinals, and I also took them on the run line personally. That's at plus 170, but they're minus 125 for the game. Took Virginia. I don't know. I don't love that game. Oregon minus the 21. I don't love that either. New Mexico plus 3.5. Don't love it. Over 42.5 in the Miami-Virginia game, and the over in the Cardinals-Nationals game. I think my best bet for the day is the Cardinals. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And if you can't make it then, be sure to watch the replay, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check it all out on pickdogs.com. Free picks every game, every day. See you guys at 4.